All right, guys, Mr. Deuth here, going to talk to you today about Google Drive. Now, Google Drive is all about file management, and I'm going to tell you what a file is in just a second. But Google Drive is super important to you because all of the work that you do through Google Classroom or Google Docs, Google Slides, anything like that, all of it is stored right here in Google Drive. Okay, so even if your teacher assigns something to you through Google Classroom, let's say that they push out an assignment onto Google Classroom and it comes with a Google Doc attached, and it creates a new attachment for you, and you go in and you work on it, and then you click that turn in button. That file isn't just stored in Google Classroom, it's also stored right here in Google Drive. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and we're also going to talk about how to keep your files organized so that you can find them quickly. Okay, so here's what a file is. A file is anything that stores information on a computer. Okay, so a Google Doc, one Google Doc can be a file, or a Google Sheet, a spreadsheet, that can be a file. Google Slides, okay, that can be a file. Now, one of the things that we use to organize files is we use what we call folders. So actually, let me grab something here. This is a physical file, and inside of it, I have all sorts of different files. Sorry, I called this a file. This thing that holds all the files is a folder, okay? A folder holds individual files, individual pieces of paper, okay? So we have the same thing on our computers, okay? So if I go to this pictures folder here, for example, when I open it up, you'll see that I've got two pictures. I've got a picture of some McDonald's chicken nuggets, and I got a picture of some French fries, okay? So I have created this folder called pictures that tells me that the things that are in this folder are going to be pictures. Now that's just one way to organize your files. Another way that you can organize them is by class, and Google does this for you automatically. So all of the classes, if you go to your Google Drive right now, in fact, you will have a Google Classroom folder, especially if you're a part of any of my Google Classrooms or any other Google Classrooms for any other teachers. Everybody has this classroom file in their Google Drive. If you click on it, it will show you a list of all the classes that you're enrolled in. Let me take you, this is that fake student account that we talked about with our email yesterday. But if I take you to my Google Drive and I go to my drive, you can see that I too have a classroom folder, okay? And when I click on it, there's gonna be a ton of folders in here because I've taught a lot of different classes, but everything that I've ever done through Google Classroom is in this folder. And so if I'm ever in a spot where I need to go grab a file that I'm like, oh yeah, I did that in my second quarter class, right here, first period, second quarter, I can open up that folder, and this will show me all of the different stuff that I did with that class. And I can pull that out, I can reuse it, I can make a copy of it, I can do all sorts of stuff. So if you've ever lost something, maybe you are working on it and you can't find it, that might be a good place to start, especially if you were working on it through Google Classroom, okay? You can see that I've created a couple other folders. I created one called Docs, and I have this document in here, a Google Doc, and you can tell that it's a doc by the little blue icon. If I open that up, this is a Google Doc that I created for bell work, bell ringers, warm-ups, whatever you want to call them, in my class, okay? You can see that I typed some stuff in, and that was for today. Maybe tomorrow I do the same thing, and I type in the date, and then I can type in bell work, and I can just keep on going, right? If you've had my class, you know that taking your warm-ups every day is a super important thing to do because I allow you to use these notes on your quizzes. So if you have all of your notes right here in one convenient location, you can find them. Now, let's say that I'm back here in my drive and I've got all sorts of stuff going on and I can't find that file. If I type up here Deuth Bell, all of a sudden that doc shows up. I don't even have to go into the folder to find it. I just know that it's right here. I type it in and I can click on it and I can open it, and magically it is there and it's saved everything that I've done. And I can even add in the next warm up, right? So super cool how Google organizes all of this stuff for you. That's one more thing that I want to show you really quick, okay? And the thing I want to show you is over here, you can create all sorts of files over here. You can create a new Google Doc. You can create a new Google Sheet, Google Slide. You can create other types of files, Google Forms, Google Drawings, Google Maps. I don't know what that is. Google Sites is how you build websites. Google Apps script. I was looking at this earlier today. I think this is where you can learn how to like code and program your own apps for phones and stuff. Google Jamboard. I've only used that like once, but it's kind of like a whiteboard kind of thing. Nearpod, SketchUp for schools. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can add. Okay, so these are the main three up here, and that's why they're always up here. A Google Doc is what I just showed you for that bell ringer a second ago. That's going to be a word processing document, so typing things out. Maybe you have to write a paper. Maybe you have to write a reflection. Maybe you have to write a journal entry, or maybe you are doing your bell work for a class. A Google Doc is a great place to do that. A Google Sheet, I'll open up a blank one of these. This is called a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is a way to organize and analyze data. So I'm not super good with spreadsheets, but I kind of understand how they work. You put information into these cells, and then you can do all sorts of cool stuff with that information, like have it automatically do some math for you, all the way up to like creating charts and graphs and stuff. I'm not a math person. That's not really my thing, but it's pretty cool what you can do with a spreadsheet. And then I'm sure you've all created a Google Slides at some point, but a Google Slide is just a presentation. So you can make your own presentation. You can add text, you can add pictures, you can add videos, you can add different backgrounds, all sorts of different transitions and themes, and you can see all the stuff here that you can do with that. It's pretty amazing, all of the stuff that you can do just in Google Drive. And the amazing thing is that all of this stuff is free, and all of this stuff is available all the time on your Chromebooks or on any computer that you log into with your school account. So if you've got a computer at home, maybe your mom or your dad or someone else at your home has a computer, or even a tablet or a phone, you can sign in with your school account and you can see all of these things. I'll even show you really quick. I use this all the time. I've got my phone here, and I got Google Drive on my phone. Okay, and you can see there's all my folders, and I can click on those folders and I can access those files. I can even make changes to things on my phone. So Google Drive is absolutely amazing, and I hope that you guys will take some time while you're stuck at home and you'll explore Google Drive a little bit. Maybe you'll work on organizing some things a little bit. And yeah, hopefully when we get back to school, whenever that is, you will be much more organized and you'll be able to find things in your Google Drive a lot quicker. All right. So as always, make sure you're staying safe out there, staying healthy, and hopefully we'll get to see each other soon. Have a great day, guys.